What's up, my brother? In today's meta, defending feels like one of the hardest roles in the game. But don't worry, in this video I will break down the top 8 defenders you should actually be running right now. So this is based on performance, survivability, and real meta impact. So this is not based on a player who is simping on a character, okay? Number 1 is Saturn, and currently Saturn is the strongest defender in the game. With his absurd HP and durability, he feels almost unkillable if you don't bring the proper counter, okay? Every fight against him becomes a resource drain, for real. You waste skills, time, and damage just trying to take even a portion of his HP. I think that is still a waste. However, counters like Zoro and Kuma exist. And yeah, let's put Stussy in there. And if they catch him, he becomes manageable. But despite that, his overall match impact is unmatched. And he continues to be the most reliable defender for holding treasure zones under pressure. Okay, number 2 is Kuzon. Still elite, still terrifying. Kuzon could easily be number 1, but he struggles against Kizaru, okay? Kizaru's mobility and damage make the matchup difficult unless you land your key skill, or let's say the Chili Chili skill. But when you do, you can absolutely win the fight. And what keeps him at number 2 is his outstanding damage output, CC potential, or let's say the AoE, and even the value of his freeze effects in team fights is very helpful. It's honestly impressive how well he has aged, and he still performs at a top tier level, because I really thought they will counter Kuzan though. I really thought, but yes, they did, but he's still one of the best defender out there. Number 3 is Esnake. Long-term meta value. Esnake continues to hold a top 3 spot because her kit, or let's say the trait or the character trait and skills, has long-term viability. Her teleport, mobility, and skill 1 pressure remain incredibly effective. And I'm quite shocked though, because she's an old EX, you know. And removing enemy attack increase is a strong defensive trait, in my opinion. And her skill 2, having bonus damage against runners, provides consistent value. You kind of want to destroy runners every time, right? That's the purpose of a defender. Yeah, not just runners, also the attackers, but mostly runners, okay? You're gonna fight mostly runners. So having damage increase against runners is a good trait. Okay, look at Kuma and Boni. That unit might stay in the meta for a long time. And I'm telling you guys every time, units with unique traits tend to stay relevant for longer. And Esnake is a perfect example. Alright, Judge is number 4. The Bounty Fest who can compete with EX units. Yes, Judge is surprisingly strong for a Bounty Fest character, which is good in my opinion. He plays like a budget Saturn, but he actually competes with meta EX units. You can clap them, by the way. You can defend, you can clap them, which is a massive win for a BF level players or a BF level characters. If you can manage Reiju properly and rotate skills efficiently, well, you can take or you can get a good skill cooldown for Reiju and you're good to go. The most impressive part is that he can survive Kizaru, okay? That is the most important. Something many defenders struggle with. For players who don't have the newest EX, Judge is an excellent alternative. Yes. Have you tried Judge though? Give him attack, give him HP, you're good to go. Like, you don't need defense on him. Like in the meta right now, defense is not that bad, but not really an option right now. It's better to have HP and attack in the meta, since everyone ignores defense. Not really everyone, but most of the meta characters ignores defense. So giving this unit HP attack, you're good to go. You're ready to clap. Number 5 is Egghead Robin. I think she's an extremely annoying unit. And yeah, Robin is exactly what you want in a modern defender. Number 1, tanky. Number 2, hard to deal with. Number 3, annoys runners and attackers at some point. And number 4, she deals respectable damage. She doesn't need to delete enemies. She just needs to slow them down, stall, and create time for the team to rotate. And she does that extremely well in my opinion. And that's what attackers need to do. Once you saw a defender trying to hold up, okay, you have to help them as an attacker. She still performs, which is good, against EX units. And I think that is rare for a non-EX defenders. Like for real. If you're gonna think about it, who is the best BF defender out there? Like at least playable and tanky. Yeah, I think we have some, but in the meta right now, I think it's Robin. Number 6 is Egghead Sanji. Impressive for a free unit. And Sanji being available through rookie missions is already a bonus. He's genuinely a good defender though. He has a solid damage, good tankiness, and overall a good skill and character trait. But as always, because he's a bountiful unit, he's easy to handle at some point. Yes, you can clap EX units because of his damage output, but still, he is easy to handle though. When I'm playing Gear 5 Luffy, like I kinda clap this Egghead Sanji right here. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting clap also. If I'm fighting a very good Sanji, yes, I will get clapped, but still, you can win fights though. But I'm not saying he's bad. Sanji's strong, but not overwhelming. He's a great free option nonetheless. Okay, number 7 is Blue Defender Kaido. He's old but still effective. Yes, despite being an older EX, Kaido remains a very capable defender. He has strong damage, which is good. Excellent tankiness and can still counter major threats like Garp and Gear 5 V2. And that's very impressive for his age in the meta, okay? And as a Gear 5 main, okay? As a Gear 5 main, I would say yes, he can clap Gear 5, but not every time, okay? Not every time. Gear 5 can still handle him. Garp can still handle him, but he can handle Garp at some point, which is good. So overall, if you don't have a defender and you have Blue Defender Kaido, you can use him. Still good though. All right, number 8 is Z. Strong, but slightly outclassed in my opinion, okay? For those Z mains out there, I'm sorry, but I can clap Z. Yes, I'm getting clap also, but he's just like Sanji or Egghead Sanji. Easy to manage. Z is still a good defender, okay? Don't get me wrong, but with the valuable ability to counter Kizaru, I think that is why he's in top 8. In certain matchups, he performs extremely well, okay? However, compared to newer EX defenders, he lacks that multi-flag pressure. That's what we need right now in the meta. That unit like Saturn can hold 2 flags, right? At least because of the teleport and he's skill 2. And when I'm using Gear 5 V2 for example, I generally don't struggle too much against Z for real. And that says a lot about his current position. But don't get me wrong, he's good, he's reliable, but he's not as dominant as the defenders above him in my opinion. Since in the meta, we don't have a pro-keen defender at some point. Like defenders are getting countered. Compared to attacker, defenders are getting countered. Also, runners are getting countered, but still, Gear 5 Luffy is owning. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I put Z in number 8. But it doesn't mean he's weak, okay? It doesn't mean he's weak. Alright, so we have a special mentions. These units are good, but not top 8, okay? Alright, so let's jump into Stussy. Stussy with great HP cut mechanic, but her overall meta impact is limited. Don't get me wrong, I love Stussy, okay? I love her. I love her as a unit. I love her skills. I love the HP cut mechanic, but she's getting clapped by Kizaru, so still hard. Next is Egghead Usopp. Egghead Usopp is useful in certain scenarios, but his impact as a defender, I don't think he's that good. He's okay, but I don't think he's that good. As a top defender, nah. But still useful though. Okay, next is Leo. Alright, I'm not saying Leo is bad. Leo is tanky and dependable, but not essential in team composition. Just like Egghead Usopp, okay? But overall, these units are okay. And we have other notable but non-meta defenders. Number 1 is Yonji. Yes, Yonji has shield and a useful defender, but I don't think he's meta, you know. But a good unit. Next is Blue Defender Uta, Lilith and Kaku, and Defender Whitebeard. These units can win matches and are fun units to play, but they don't shape the meta. They rely on the team's attackers and runners to handle the pressure for them. You know what I mean? They can hold flags, but the impact is not the same for other defenders. So the top 8 defenders listed earlier are the ones that consistently matter in competitive matches. And these units right here, they're still good, fun to play, but again, non-meta defenders. Alright, so that is my top 8 defenders in the current meta. And again, defending is challenging right now, but choosing the right unit makes all the difference. And my brother, let me know in the comments, what is your top 8 defenders in the current meta? Let me know. And that's it for this video, my brother. You know the drill. Stay salty, stay awesome, and salty rock. Now signing off.